it's almost like a knife tied to a piece of wood.
Okay.
That he probably duct taped on there. And now he's actually taking it.
So this is a homemade weapon from Jack.
A homemade weapon. It's like he's taking it and digging it in and then starting to go all across his forehead.
And what people don't realize is...
Nope, fuck that.
And that was a steel chair. It wasn't even a...
that was a real chair.
New Jack is the most dangerous wrestler of all time, a hardcore legend in ECW. There was an incident where he actually injured a 17-year-old wrestler while they were wrestling. He actually injured him for real. We're going to see the whole backstory and behind it. He was supposed to be wrestling Devon Dudley and somebody else, but the other dude got replaced by the 17-year-old. And New Jack, I guess, took it a little too hard on him because he was a young buck, but I don't know. We're going to get the ins and outs right now by the homie Maven. Let's see. I think that's the 17-year-old right now.
Okay, well, set the stage. Where are we at?
Yeah.
And how are you involved in this match? Because he was not your normal tag team partner.
No. At the time, my tag team partner was Axel Rodden. Axel Rodden's grandmother had passed away, so he couldn't make it to the show. And they said, well, we have a kid that might be able to fill in. And when he came in, he looked like, to me, and I think that was his gimmick, was Ralph Cramden from the Honeymooners. He's like a Jackie Gleason type of character.
Was he green? Was he inexperienced?
Right.
He was very inexperienced, but we didn't know that at the time. We were told that he had prior experience and that he was trained by someone that was reputable in the business.
Gotcha.
And back then, you just took the person's word for it. You didn't ask for credentials or start calling people. You took it for his word. So we're over there sitting down. They introduced me to him. And I just remember New Jack coming over and sitting down. And I just remember right before he sat down, I go, oh, please, kid, don't say anything bad.
Right.
Please don't. And he's like, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm Mass Transit. How you doing? So, listen, I have this idea. And I would like to...
Not the way to start a conversation.
Please. With damn New Jack, you have to be fucking walking on eggshells, bro, because this dude is liable to do anything.
So you guys were the heels in this match?
Yes, I was the heel.
What? New Jack was a face?
And by heels, we mean bad guys.
And good guys.
The gangsters were the baby faces, the good guys.
What? Yep, here they come. Here they come. Oh, shit. Here they come. They come.
So explain, you're working with...
I'm working with New Jack.
Okay.
That's New Jack. New Jack was the bald guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, looking like both of us.
And Transit is working with Mustafa.
Mustafa, yep. And New Jack, believe it or not, was the one that taught me how to punch in the business.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I didn't know how to punch. When I would punch like this. Like I would throw it, but turn it. Turn it. And New Jack said, Devon, come here for a second. He was like, come here. This is what you do. You take him by his head. You hold him, you rear back, and you go straight ahead. And I was like, well, what happens if I hit him in the head? He goes, fuck him.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That was Jack all the way.
Oh,
So
shit.
even though you're going through the
See,
crowd,
those are the type of shows I kind of like, too. I like those type of shows. It's kind of like a little house show. I like those type of shows. It's not lights, camera, action, big-ass crowds everywhere. I like the little local shit. That shit's cool.
is still going according to plan.
Yes, everything is still going to plan, according to plan, and you know, we're just having the match so far. So I'm not thinking anything. I'm thinking everything is good.
Tell me, make sure we know when things go off the rails.
Absolutely.
Shit. They going into the
Worked with
crowd.
Jack, it looks like he's, I don't want to say stiff, but because you and I have worked together, and I'm stiff. You've called me out on being stiff before.
Well, that's why I'm retired.
You're welcome. And by stiff, I mean solid. Hit hard in safe places.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jack was good for that. If he liked you, he would take care of you. If he didn't like you,
Yeah,
it was
fuck
going to
you.
be a long night.
Yeah.
Lace your shoes up.
It was going to be.
Damn.
What made you want
This
to
is
sign
tough.
up for this style wrestling.
Right.
And what I mean by that,
This
this was
crazy
96.
ass,
I got into the
extreme
business
ass
5
wrestling.
years later, and in that short 5-year span, so much changed. This was, I don't want to say a thing of the past because I was coming in with a different company, but this is just a different business altogether. What was the alluring aspect of this?
I never wanted to be in ECW.
Okay.
I was scared to death of it. I was
Really?
bouncing in a club one night, and they had TV monitors all around the club. And of course, they knew I was an inspiring wrestler.
Okay.
So they would turn on wrestling any chance they got. That was a light that came on late at night. ECW happened to be one of them. And I remember seeing Cactus Jack pick up a barbed wire bat and swing it and hit somebody in a commercial promoting ECW. Then I would see him put thumbtacks on the ground and pick up and power slam somebody. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? This is like barbaric.
I'm like, bro, that shit wild. That shit is wild. But believe it or not, those same thumbtacks are the reason why Randy Orton got put over so much, because he took that bump on those thumbtacks. Yeah, but ECW, I wouldn't even want to even work in that because it's so much. Wrestling's already dangerous as it is, but when you add in like barbed wire, tables everywhere, thumbtacks everywhere, when you are adding all those elements already to taking the bump from a choke slam or from a power bump, no.
Before UFC came,
Right.
I came into Johnny Rods' school one day because Johnny Rods was my trainer. He was the one that trained me down at Gleason's gym in Brooklyn. He said, what do you think about ECW? I had a 5-minute conversation all within 2 seconds in my head, and I went, love it. Love it. Absolutely love it.
What was your true feeling?
He was trying to get
I
out of there.
figured that nobody else was looking at me. Nobody else was going to give me
Yeah,
a
that's
chance.
the only way out.
So I need to go where I'm going to get the opportunity.
Yep, basically.
Not knowing that ECW helped change the face of professional wrestling.
It did.
It helped bring in the attitude era. Because if it wasn't for ECW, we would have no attitude era.
That is true.
And so, not knowing anything, I just said, you know what?
Gotta take a
Johnny, I would
chance.
love to be there.
Gotta take a chance. Gotta take a chance.
Okay, so we see the crutch across
The back.
Mass Transit's back. Are we still on script here?
We're still on script here. At this point, I'm outside the ring, I believe.
Recovering, probably.
And I was told to stay outside the ring.
Oh,
By Jack.
By New Jack.
By Jack. I just want to know the moment that Mass Transit realizes that he's in for more than he signed up for.
right. Is it there?
Even that hit right there, I believe he was fine.
That wasn't stiff. That's something you'll see
Oh,
every
wow.
night at a wrestling show.
And I'm trying to get back up into the ring, but then Mustafa comes and knocks
Kicks
me
you back
down.
out. Yep.
I think this is where, when he picks up the toaster and he's about to hit him in the head, I think this is where he realizes
When he picks up what?
a toaster.
A
He
toaster.
picks up the toaster and he realizes this ain't Kansas no more.
So we see a toaster, we see a crutch, we see a trash can.
Yeah,
These are
that's
all legit. They're real items. They're not
Oh
gimmicked in
yeah,
any
they're
way,
not
correct?
props.
Correct. They're not gimmicked in any way, and gimmick means breakable or anything
breakaway
that
glass and
makes you
shit.
big.
And so we're just in a regular match. This isn't a hardcore match. This is just what ECW was.
ECW was hardcore in every match.
Every match.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What's he thinking? What's going on in his mind?
I'm gonna probably think that I picked the wrong match to get involved with.
Yeah.
Is he thinking, Jack, this isn't what I told Jack we were doing?
I think he said this is not what
He
Jack-"
hit my man. He shattered a toaster across my man's head. And that's not a fake toaster. That's a real deal Holyfield toaster. What the actual fuck? He smashed it over his head. That wasn't fake, bro. Let's look at that again. He fucking shattered that shit over his head. He shattered it over his head, bro.
He picks up the toaster and he realizes this ain't Kansas no more.
So we see a toaster, we see
That's
a crutch, we see a trash
crazy.
can. These are all legit. They're real items. They're not gimmicked in any way, correct?
Correct. They're not gimmicked in any way, and gimmick means break
Let's see the
every match.
Every match.
dude. A toaster. He
What's
probably
thinking?
legit
What's
fell
going
out.
on in his mind?
I'm gonna probably think that I picked the wrong match to get involved with.
Is he thinking, Jack, this isn't what I told Jack we
I
were
would
doing?
not want to work with
He
New Jack
said,
though.
this is not
I
what Jack
would.
said he was going to do.
I wouldn't want to work with him.
Is New Jack mad at him, or is this just how Jack was in every match?
Probably
I think this
both.
is how Jack was in just about every match, but I do think that Jack was a little disturbed with him
Just by
just because of what happened
in the beginning,
Earlier.
in the locker room.
assuming that Jack cared what he wanted to get in the match.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You better be glad
Damn.
you were on his good side.
Thank
Right.
God.
Right. Knocked him out again.
As a good tag team partner, you're trying to get in the
was
ring.
Trying to get in there, but shit,
here's
dude was
what
keeping you out.
Okay.
Oh, is this the fork?
Explain to me what we're watching.
Well, he's got it's almost like a knife tied to a piece of wood
Okay.
that he probably duct taped on
Okay.
there. And now he's actually taking it,
So this is a homemade weapon from
a
Jack.
homemade weapon. It's like he's taking it and digging it in and then starting to go all across his forehead.
And what people don't realize is this is a real item. This
Yeah.
isn't gimmicked.
No.
Did Mass Transit know this was coming? Was this improvised? Was this, again, just Jack being Jack?
I think this was Jack being Jack. I think Mustafa, I don't even think knew
Gotcha.
what was going to happen. That was his tag team partner. I surely didn't know what was happening.
His father was at this match,
His
wasn't he?
father was at the match, and he didn't start screaming about his son.
You know what? Tell me when he starts. Tell me when. If you notice, he feels his forehead, looks down, sees the blood. I don't think he realized, just until then,
He didn't
how
realize
deep it
then.
was.
He didn't even realize then.
I feel, and
Bro.
I keep telling myself, he's 17 years old.
17.
He's 17
It's a child,
years
bro.
old.
And he's still going.
Give it to Mass Transit. He's still selling.
Oh, yeah.
In his mind, he's still in a wrestling match.
It's not a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay, he brought the trash can down, and you're gonna bring the trash can down.
I don't think that wasn't a fake trash can shot either. He literally dropped it on his head.
As hard, pretty hard on someone when they're turned over. When you can bring it on their back, he brought it down on his face.
Yeah, but that was not even a metal one. That was a plastic
Yeah.
one,
Oh.
which normally just bounce off. But the way New Jack, as you just saw,
Right.
the way he hit him in the face with it,
It bounced.
it bounced, but yet I know it hurt.
Oh
And
yeah, I know that shit hurt.
At this point, I think the father is starting to notice that things are going south. And there's part of it that you can hear him go, this is not effing right. This is my son.
Right, okay.
Something's wrong.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mustafa is working
He
it.
took care of him on that
Yeah,
punch.
Mustafa's working it.
Yeah.
Okay. Does
But-
he realize now that we're completely off script,
I'm
or is he just going with Jack because he knows Jack?
No, I think Mustafa at this point knows that Jack is being Jack
Yeah.
and taking care of business the way Jack feels that he needs to take care of it.
Gotcha.
And it's not stepping in the way and not getting in the way at all with it. I don't think New Jack knew what he was going to do. I think New Jack just went with it. Whatever.
Bro, I'm in silence. My bad for not saying nothing. Damn, bro. I'm still just thinking about the fact that he drove something in his head. Bro, I'm in disbelief. He literally drove like some wood in his head and just right across his and cut him open. He's 17 years old, bro. I'm just in shock. I didn't even.
That he felt that he was going to do at that particular point in time, that's what he did.
And I think he was great, unfortunately for his opponents, at listening to the audience. And whenever the audience, would prompt him,
He would do it.
He would get more violent. At this point, are you realizing that this is, going
Probably not.
not according to plan?
Yes and no, and I say that because when you were in a match with New Jack, all you got was the finish. That they were going to go over and how he was going to hit his finish.
how they were going to
Other
get
than
to
that,
it.
That was it.
That was it.
So you really didn't know what was actually going to take place in a match with the Gangsters because it was such anarchy in the match.
Right.
All the craziness that was going on, you couldn't really do that in those type of matches. So I don't think even New Jack knew what he was going to do.
Yeah,
And
Damn.
now they're giving you just enough to stay down and sell on the outside.
Cause it's like they're tacked. It's like they're leaving like Devon, stay the fuck out of it. We're gonna do this dude dirty. They keep hitting him so he falls out the ring. So they're just bullying the 17. That's crazy, bro.
Chair coming off the top rope was every bit of real.
It looks.
Oh
And I
yeah.
remember I saw the blood gushing as he laid there, and I went to go get back up again, so they could stop me. And I said, nope.
Nope. Fuck that.
And that was a steel chair. It wasn't even a.
That was a real chair. And as you notice, when he came down, he drives
Yeah,
it over the
in his
face.
face.
And again, Mass Transit isn't on his belly, which would make it a little bit more easy to take. That's coming down on his face.
On his fucking
Coming down on his
face.
face, yeah.
But he's already busted open.
And I remember at that point, that's when I was like, something's not right.
Well,
Was
no.
that his hair? Was he bleeding?
That was bleeding. It was like he hit a vein.
So
Damn.
he's like that. He's gushing blood.
And New Jack doesn't care. His father is screaming at this point.
At this point.
He's only 17. And New Jack was getting in an argument with the father. And basically telling him, I hope he dies. I hope he dies. God rest his soul now because
Yeah.
he did pass on.
Right.
Him and his father both have passed on.
Mass Transit?
Yes, Master
Really?
his father and
Yeah.
himself has passed on.
Nothing related
Nothing
to
related
this.
to this.
Okay.
But it was.
I'm sure this didn't help.
No, and it was sad, man. It
Yeah.
really was sad to see this.
What, this
Yeah.
match?
Yeah, because you can't blame the father for getting
No.
upset and seeing his son gushing blood like that and somebody screaming, I hope you die.
You have kids in the business. I can't think that you would stand
He got
and
twins.
allow your boys to go through
I
this.
really couldn't, and I really couldn't.
I know you.
I would have to jump the rail.
I know you, and I know you wouldn't allow it. Who is that that's taking care? Was that medic on site?
That was medic on site. She traveled with us. I forgot her name because it's been almost 30
Right.
years, but she used to be with us all the time.
We see Mustafa walking around. Do you think he's worried at this point, or
I
not
don't
at all?
think I really don't think any of us really were worried.
We didn't.
And I say that including the fans. I
Okay.
think the fans thought this was part of the show.
Gotcha.
And why wouldn't they?
They've been conditioned. They've seen this.
They've
before.
seen this before, and then not to mention, I think Mustafa knew the kid had gotten a beating, but in professional wrestling,
This shit, bro. That was genuine, like, shock. They really whooped that kid's ass, bro. And rest in peace his soul as well as his dad, too. Because I couldn't even imagine being a father or just being a parent in general and seeing your and seeing your son or your daughter get put through that torment. Like, okay, this isn't what's supposed to happen. They busted open, gushing out blood, and they're just laid out in the pool of their own blood. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't imagine.
when you were a young boy so to speak. In other words, when you were green, when you were new, you got your butt handed to you. I don't even think New Jack knew.
Nah.
Because I think if he knew, I don't think he would be incriminating himself in terms of I hope he dies.
With the crowd and everything.
With the crowd and
He's still playing his,
But then
his
again,
gimmick.
New
You
Jack.
never know.
New Jack, so
Yeah,
he didn't
You
know.
never know.
Yeah. Is he out? Is he out cold?
No, he's up. He's up
Oh,
the
he's
whole time during all of this.
coherent.
He's lost a lot of blood.
Oh yeah.
New Jack's cutting this promo. Mustafa's patrolling the ring. Mass Transit's bleeding uncontrollably. Where's Devon at during this time?
Devon's on the floor hiding, trying to get underneath the
Right.
fucking ring. Because at that point, I had never seen anything like that before. And you know, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in the projects.
seen stuff.
I've seen stuff, but this was like right there, and I was a part of it, which really scared me to death as a 23-year-old kid.
Absolutely.
So I had no idea what was happening. I mean, again, these were grown men.
Right.
Oh yeah.
All right. You see Jack throw away the microphone. At this point, do you think maybe it's
He's
over?
doing this to the father.
Okay, so
He's taunting the father.
he's taunting the
He's,
dad.
he's doing this
Yeah.
to him, and he's taunting the father.
Is the dad at this point saying he's
Screaming.
only 17?
He's only 17.
Gotcha. I still don't understand how he didn't jump the barricade.
Right.
I think at this point, Mustafa realized,
He knows.
started to realize the severity
Gotcha.
of this.
Well, because the medic's working on him. He really hasn't moved. as
Yeah,
much.
he hasn't moved at
Yeah.
all.
Ah, there we go. We have a Devon sighting.
Yeah, I was waiting for everybody to get out of the ring.
I bet you
Right.
were.
I remember I looked in the ring, I said, ooh, and I just remember going, nope, I don't need to be here.
What did you see when you came in the ring after? I mean, actually, I don't think you were in the ring at all this whole match.
No.
You fought-
Yeah, they kept him out the whole time. Every time he tried to come into the ring, they punched him out the ring. And they just really went to town on the new guy. Yeah, they did him very, very, very dirty. Devon was very lucky. But I don't think Devon would have took that damn abuse or anything like that. Not saying that the 17-year-old was supposed to take that or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't think they would have went as far on Devon as they would have on the 17-year-old boy. Unfortunately.
Jack on the outside.
Kept trying to get back in the ring, but they would stop me.
They would get you. They would cut you off. This is the first time you've been in the ring. What did you see? What
A lot of carnage.
Describe.
It's like being in an ER room. Have you ever been in an ER room and someone came in with a gunshot or a knife wound? And
No, I haven't seen that.
yeah, and the blood is all over the floor, the gauze is all over the floor. That's exactly what you saw in the middle of that ring.
So triage. You saw a battle scene. You saw
Pretty much.
if Mass Transit was okay at this point,
He would
you
be
would be
moving.
over there rolling him out. Live to fight another day.
Right.
He still hasn't.
He
moved.
has not moved.
Doesn't move.
Jeez,
Where
bro.
were you guys in the card? Last match? Was there
No,
more to
there
happen?
was more to go on, yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. And that's his father right there, I believe.
Okay.
On the side,
Brown?
Yes.
in the brown, and that jack. Oh shit.
Okay. I see them. They're getting the ring ready because they have more action. I see pools of blood also on the
Yeah, it's
ring.
We wrestled
everywhere.
in it.
Every show.
Every show. We weren't.
That was nothing.
It was nothing. We weren't like WWE where they could change the mat or put.
You have to
5
wrestle
mats on top of
in
Canvases
the-
down and remove
and then
one.
In the
remove
old,
one.
oh man. He's
Now,
the
eventually,
fucking
they
beast.
get him off on a stretcher.
Okay.
And as he's on the stretcher, he's still in character. As they're filming him,
Okay. There's the dad.
There's the dad.
And the dad is mad.
he's
This shit got me. This shit got me. Bro, this shit got me fucking on hush mode. Like, real. Like, in total disbelief. This shit is fucking wild. This is wild. Very, very, very wild. I couldn't even imagine being the boy or the father. It's just,
Who's he mad at?
he's ECW.
Okay. The everything for allowing his son to go
Gangsters,
through
yeah.
this.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, they put him on a gurney, they wheel him out. As they're wheeling him out, Tommy Dreamer is basically trying to make sure everything is okay, which we know is not, but he's being there. And he's got the middle finger up as he looked like. Remember when Michael Jackson got burned on the Coke
Pepsi,
Pepsi commercial, and he's in the stretcher and he's
Waving with the glove.
Yeah, and all that. Yeah, he was like this the whole time.
Okay.
And he had his dream of how did I do? How did I do?
So he's still worried about
He's still worried about
a
getting
job.
Yeah.
Wow. What's New Jack thinking backstage now? Is he concerned for the kid?
No, but I think
Yeah,
he
that's
was a
crazy.
little bit annoyed that the kid was actually put in the ring with us at that time.
That green.
Yeah, that green.
Okay, we see the stretcher coming out.
Yep, and there's the police.
But even if he was that green, still, if you put anybody through that, they'll have this type of reaction. But I guess since he was so green, that's what prompted New Jack to pick on the kid like that, which that's bullshit. I still don't like that. That's crazy. It's wild. Even if he is a newbie or whatever, you still don't do him like
What
that.
are the police doing there?
Well, they're trying to assess the situation.
Was it a match or was it an assault?
Right, and I remember they came looking for New Jack, but Jack had already left.
Yeah, he already
He was
gone.
out.
Do you think they would have put him in cuffs?
Absolutely. The father was one to press charges. And remember, he was 17, so they didn't have to get
minor.
permission.
It's a minor.
Yeah, it's a minor, bro.
Are you kidding me? 17. His father's the one that has the rights as an adult to press charges. What's Paul thinking at this time?
Yeah.
Paul has to be
Livid.
terrified.
It's Paul Heyman. So
Yeah.
you don't know what's going on in that head. He could be thinking, like Vince in terms of that's good publicity.
I was going
for
to
the big
say,
show.
any publicity is good
You
publicity.
never know what Paul is thinking. So I don't think Paul was scared by any means. I think Paul was.
I would
just
love to I would
digesting
love to
everything.
hear Paul's point of view on this whole situation. I would love to get Paul Heyman's whole, like, what was going through his head. I would love to get that.
What happened, yeah.
And trying to, what happened and probably replaying it in his head over and over again, certain things, and seeing what the next plan was going to be.
Gotcha. They're having an IV bag hooked
IV.
up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tells me he's lost a lot of fluids.
Well, that's all I can watch for now because that's wow, bro. I need to do some more research on this. Yeah, that shit got me fucking on hush mode for real. That shit got me in disbelief. I don't know what made New Jack even prompted him to even do that shit. But rest in peace to the kid and rest in peace to the father, bro. Y'all shouldn't even have to go through that. New Jack, you're fucked up for that. I don't give a fuck. You're fucked up for that. Even though the nigga don't give a fuck it, you're still fucked up for that. But more uploads coming soon. It's been a tough month as a whole for me, so this may come out a little later. But this is your boy Icy Dreams. Look out for more uploads. But this is your boy Icy Dreams signing out.